So hello, my name is Dimitri. This is YouTube channel 100 Green. This is YouTube channel of Green Transformation of Ukraine. And today we're talking about a big trans-European project called BioMethaVerse to stimulate biomethane production in Europe. And our guest today is Reik Ellmann, CEO and owner of Elman Engineering company, and this company is part of this big European project called BioMethaVerse. Hello, Reik.
Hello, Dimitri. I'm glad to talk to you again after a few weeks, and yes, it's nice to be part in your YouTube channel as a guest again. And to talk about the renewables.
Thank you so much, Reik. And of course, it's a big pleasure to have you back on the YouTube channel because we already had a very interesting conversation and interesting program on this YouTube channel. But coming back to BioMethaVerse project, you are one of the main part of the project, your organization, and I would like to ask you, what do you think is the main goal of this BioMethaVerse project? Why do you think this project is actual in Europe, in the European Union?
The project itself should develop a technology which is called the hydro-genotropic methanization. It sounds complicated, but indeed it is a very simple idea, let's say, behind, because we have in our anaerobic digesters, we will find different and various kind of bacteria. Some of them are able to transfer hydrogen and carbon dioxide into methane straight away. And this is the basement for our development we are intending to do. So, as you know, the whole Europe is in a kind of transition from the fossil to renewable energies, and hydrogen is one of the keywords right now to transfer our energy supply system from a fossil base to into new transformation and transport technologies. And hydrogen, as you know, is a very important basic for that transition. So at the moment, all politicians are talking about hydrogen and try to push this technology. At example, in Germany, there are some projects already in planning and will start soon in installation to install pipeline systems for hydrogen. But it is also true that there are not many consumers at the moment for hydrogen, mainly some special applications in the chemical industry, but it's not, let's say, a common use inside for hydrogen.
It is very interesting what you explaining about the project, what you are doing in this project. And actually it was, you predicted my next question, because my next question was about involvement of your organization, what your organization is particularly doing, but you already explains this. And this is quite interesting because, of course, when Europeans listen and hear about biomethane, it is kind of clear. It's a natural gas, it's clear natural gas, and it's good to substitute a natural gas by that. But to come there, to be able to do this in Europe and in any country, you have to do a lot of research, a lot of technological experiments, and I guess that's something what your organization is doing. So perhaps you can continue and explain a little bit more in detail what is your organization doing as one of the part of 7 other organizations within the project.
Yeah, so my company has been working in the field of the hydro-genotropic methanogenesis since 10 years in the lab scale, let's say. So we early figured out that there is a huge potential in that kind of technology because we are able to use hydrogen which might be available on the market or which can be produced on the plant side of the, of the anaerobic digestion plant to generate additional methane. And our experience from those lab scale tests and research work we did can be available now for us and our partners in the BioMethaVerse project. So the main goal of the whole bundle of demo projects and development in this program is to find new ways of generation of methane from different sources, from hydrogen and carbon dioxide, from under use of electricity, or in our case, under use of a special, let's say, bacteria or a microorganism. And so based on our experience, we believe that it is possible to bring such a process to a stage of development that we will be able to provide it to our customers soon. And yeah, that's more or less the main reason for us to participate in this program and to involve ourselves in a group of institutions which are working on the same processes, let's say.
Clear, and that is quite interesting what you're explaining, because that's the essence of future opportunities and possibilities for European consumers of clear biomethane in the future, substituting the natural gas, being less dependent on any kind of supply from the places we don't want to receive it, for example, from Russia. And especially, we're talking about this during the big-scale invasion of Russia, aggression of Russia against Ukraine. And talking about Ukraine, I would like you to focus on this country, especially because we're a YouTube channel from Ukraine, of green transformation of Ukraine. Why do you think Ukraine is an essential part of this project BioMethaVerse? Why Ukraine is there? What is your perspective on this?
I see mainly two reasons for that. First of all, as you maybe already know, we found a strong partner in MHP Green Energy 10 years ago. So we, together with them, we planned and built several successful installations in Ukraine, which are already in operation and which are, how to say, helping currently the Ukrainian energy system to survive under those hard war conditions. And secondly, Ukraine has a huge potential of from my perspective, of renewable energies, especially in the field of biomass, because there are almost endless quantities of organic waste in the agriculture available, or waste from food processing. And I think that's the ideal environment of the development and implementation of such a technology. And this, I think, is the main reason to establish such technologies first in Ukraine. The second is we need to transfer the Ukrainian energy system into a system which is based on renewables to be independent from import of energies or fossils from outside. And yeah, I think these are the main goals and the main reasons for us to be in Ukraine and to cooperate with Ukrainian partners.
Great. But coming back to Germany and overall view for Europe and European Union, did you research of a potential of biomethane production in Europe, European Union, and particularly in Germany? What researchers and what experts saying about these potentials for the future, let's say next years or decade?
Well, as you know, Germany has already 9,000 biogas installations. So I'm talking a bit focused on anaerobic digestion technologies because that's the main field of our activities. We already have this big number of installations, and there is not much space, let's say, for increase in regard of capacity and numbers, because the availability of substrates is limited. But if we consider such new technologies, it's even called e-fuels, this is a kind of improvement or let's say of extension of methane or allows extension of methane production, because we are using the same quantity of input substrates, means organic material, but we increase the methane production by up to 20% by adding hydrogen. And to add hydrogen has two effects. The one effect is the increase of methane production by let's say production of methane from the sources hydrogen and carbon dioxide. But we figured out that there is another increase by improving the process itself, means the efficiency of degradation and transfer of organic material into methane is much better as it was before. And that's why that's a really interesting technology for Europe as well, not only for Ukraine. It's I would say worldwide of interest. And yeah, that's and if you look to the other European countries, there are different stages in regard of development, renewables, in producing energy from biomass, but the environment and the situation in relation to the transition into renewables is more or less the same everywhere. And I would not say it's only focused on EU. It's really a worldwide process which is running right now.
Great. Reik, and coming back to this BioMethaVerse project, because as far as I understand, you are in the midst of this project right now in terms of timing. It's kind of equator now. It's already 2.5 years past. How you could explain the results? How do you see the results of the project so far? And what would you like to achieve for the next 2.5 years of continuation of this project?
Yeah, well, our partners in Ukraine means MHP, and the German Institute DBFZ successfully implemented the biological system in their lab reactors, and we see the positive development in those lab digesters. They are currently working on optimization of special parameters for this process, and meanwhile our part in the project is to the planning and design of a pilot plant, 10 cubic meter size. This is something in between lab scale and real commercial installations, and we finished the design work by end of May. Our partners in Kiev are currently installing the process equipment into 2 containers, and this will be finished, by my opinion, by end of September, and afterwards we will have a commissioning and startup phase. And if this is done, we are able to move the containers to different existing biogas plants in Ukraine and operate them in parallel to the existing installations. And this will give us a clear picture about the improvement we are able to achieve with our new technologies, because the pilot plant will get the same input, same substrates as the commercial installations, let's say. And after such a test period of 2-3 years from now, we feel able to provide this kind of technology to commercial customers, let's say. So means our perspective is to be able to install the new technology on existing biogas plants in a time frame from 2 to 3 years from now.
Great. It's really promising, and personally, I was in this MHP Eco Energy place. They got wonderful office of 2 stories. One floor is the office, the other floor is laboratory, and outside of the office, just nearby, I've seen these 2 containers. And now when you explain what will happen next with them, getting from the site to the actual plants, that's quite exciting to understand how the theory and experiment gets to a real life practice. Incredible. Thank you, Reik. Reik, we're kind of finishing our interview, but perhaps you have some final remarks you would like to tell about the project, BioMethaVerse, about biomethane, about perspectives. The floor is yours, Reik.
Yeah, no, the only thing I would like to say is, yes, you are absolutely right. Unfortunately, I was not able to see those new offices and labs of MHP in reality. But I need to say this is really a powerful team which was built up in Kiev, and it's really I'm really enjoying to cooperate with them. It's how to say, very kind, very nice cooperation, and we feel there is input from both sides, and this is what will bring the project forward in the next 2-3 years, and I'm really looking forward and enjoying this kind of cooperation.
Great, wonderful. Reik, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for this interview. I would like to remind that we are talking to Reik Ellmann, CEO and owner of Elman Engineering company. And this company is also one of the parts from a big pan-European project called BioMethaVerse. And we are trying to explain with our YouTube channel 100 Green of what is this project, why is that so important for the future perspectives of biomethane production in Europe and globally, as Reik emphasizes. And the story of Reik is very valuable, and we're grateful to you, Reik.
Thank you very much for this nice conversation, Dimitri.
Thank you, and we wish you great success.
I wish you the same. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye. All the best.